This stretch is wonderful to help you with your splits, with your back, with your hip opening, with a good stretch to get deep into your hip rotators and hamstrings. We're going to take it into that stretch, into that split right here, reaching that opposite hand across to the outside, then coming up, then reaching forward, pressing the hip into the ground and lengthening through the spine. Go ahead and get that one arm and rotate looking up over that shoulder. Then you're going to reach it back to open up the hip even more and getting that stretch throughout the side. Rotate, stack the shoulders, and then realign and come right back down. Again, getting that good extension. And then coming forward as well. You can hold it for as long as you want. I kind of went faster in this just a little bit, so the video wouldn't be as long, but then you come back and get that good stretch throughout that hip, reaching overhead, then rotate. Holding anywhere from 3 seconds all the way to 8, then going right back up. I like doing this stretch with doing it maybe 10 times to each side and doing maybe 2 to 3 rotations with each leg, whether it's coming down in front like this, reaching all the way from that low back, then getting that good rotation, pushing that hip, reaching back and again getting that stretch throughout the hip, the side, rotating, stack the shoulders, reaching, then hinging from the waist and getting that extension, reaching right to the outside. And then bringing it right back down, placing and rotating that hip into the ground, reaching all the way from the lower back, getting a good rotation over that shoulder. Then reaching it back from that hip flexor through the rib cage, rotating and stacking the shoulders, and then coming right back up for that deep 3-legged dog splits to open up that hip and that back, and then go ahead and switching it to the other side. Like I say, you can switch it and get it from one side to the other, doing it about 10 times on each side. Then going in from that 3-legged dog, crunching the knee in, getting that good ab work, rounding the back, and then extending forward like this. And then go ahead and rotate it, and then go ahead and lengthen it out, reaching as far as you can. We're looking over that left shoulder, then bringing it back. Then taking it back, getting a stretch, thinking about like a back bend, and then rotating, stacking the hips for that side bend, realigning, and then come back. Remember, it's very important to get a good realignment before taking it from one side to the other. And then going ahead, pushing that hip into the ground, getting that rotation over that shoulder, and then bringing it back to open up that hip. Think back bend, rotating, stacking the shoulder, get that extension, right back up, realign, and come right back down, reaching on the outside of that leg. That's going to get a little bit deeper into not only the spine, but the erector spine A. And then going back forward again and getting that good stretch and that rotation right back here and realigning, bringing that extension, thinking back bend to open up the chest, rotating, stacking the shoulders, and then hinging from the waist, reaching around, trying to put that right hand into that hip pocket, back into your 3-legged dog, getting that good stretch, abs tight, lean forward, getting that buffalo back, reaching forward, abs tight, taking it back into the splits. You can also do this in pigeon as well if you don't want to, if you're not quite there to do the splits. And then again, getting that extension, rotating, looking over that left shoulder, reaching back and getting that chest, opening here to open up that heart chakra, rotating, getting that hip and that rib cage area, hinging from the waist again, getting that rotation, leaning forward, get a little bit deeper into not only the back, but that inner thigh, and then looking over that shoulder, and then bringing it back again to get that good stretch, rotating it. And then leaning forward, reaching as far as you can to open up that low back and bring it back into that